It's the year 2050, and little Timmy signs up for T-ball in kindergarten. It's his first game of the season, and he wants to make a good impression. "You're up, Timmy," calls Coach Craig from the batter's box. So Timmy grabs his newly polished bat, leaps off the bench and shouts back, "Be right there, Coach. Just one thing. Where's my cut of the meteorite steel?" Obviously, this scenario would never happen in real life. 6-year-olds swinging at stationary baseballs, now that's amateur sports. Unless you count payment in juice boxes and orange slices. But up until recently, 6-year-olds and college seniors shared one thing in common: the legal inability to receive payment. That ship has sailed, however, and college athletics is quickly shedding its amateurism identity for a semi-pro one.
Amateurism is dead and has been for a long time.
I won't say that it's dead. I'll say that it's dead and buried. It should never even be brought up anymore because that's not what college athletics are. It's not even what high school athletics are. Honestly, the only amateur athletics, Chris, is if you got 5 of your buddies and I got 5 of my buddies and we went out and played a lunchtime game of hoops.
Still, the question remains, are these emerging stratifications good for college sports? Asking a football or basketball player might yield you a different result than asking, say, a non-revenue athlete who just had their sport reduced to intramural or club status. Amateurism, indeed.
I think from like a payment and employee standpoint, like we are college athletes, like we are not professional athletes. We came here with the intent of performing at a collegiate level, not the professional level. Like it needs to stay separate.
As unprecedented as the last decade has been for college sports since the Alston decision and the O'Bannon case before it.
I was at a friend's house and saw my likeness on a video game that his kid was playing. I initially thought it was pretty cool and was flattered, quite honestly. But then it was brought to my attention that they had paid for that video game and I didn't get any type of compensation or even permission to use my likeness on that video game.
While it's safe to say we're in the midst of an unpredictable transitory period shaking the foundation of intercollegiate athletics, some predictions can be made for the future. For one, the Dartmouth men's basketball team recently voted to unionize in March of 2024, igniting the potential for collective bargaining to further the transition of power from individual schools to revenue-generating athletes and sports teams.
It's the dawn of a new day at Dartmouth. The men's basketball team voted 13-2 to become part of a union.
We don't get a stipend or any type of benefit for being athletes, even though we are, working like full-time jobs basically by being on the team.
Meanwhile, the value of sports media rights is reaching new heights, meaning top athletes will be angling to claim their share of that $920 million deal recently signed between the NCAA and ESPN in January of 2024. And what about non-revenue sports? Are they really all doomed to extinction? Probably not. It's possible that specific institutions will likely begin to separate themselves over the next half-decade or so for publicly safeguarding non-revenue sports, helping runners, swimmers, and rowers alike to carry on the athletic excellence founded upon in ancient Greece thousands of years ago. Here at LMU, however, the Loyola Marymount Athletics Department has set its sights on following the money.
10 years, I would like us to be in a position where we're competing at the very highest level in basketball, because basketball is a revenue-generating sport here.
Of course, that outlook is not without its critics.
We're claiming poverty. We're claiming we're going to have to drop sports if we have to pay college athletes. But yet, we've already been dropping sports, and we were doing it to continue to push resources towards, and in many cases, unneeded resources towards, football, men's basketball. A school never has to drop a sport. It is a choice. And actually, a school like Loyola Marymount, they shouldn't be dropping sports. They should be adding sports. Adding sports is a great way to boost the bottom line of an institution with regards to enrollment. Most sports do not get a full scholarship. In fact, many of them are supported by partial scholarships and a ton of walk-ons who are paying to go to the institution.
Even examining the roots of conference realignment, which has dominated Division I college sports of late, reveals similar themes of greed and power hunger connected to the revenue-sharing debate.
It's money, right? And I think it is greed at its highest form.
So, call it poetic injustice or simply a sign of the times, but athletes in non-revenue sports at LMU are left to admit defeat after the conclusion of the 2023 to 2024 season, feeling something like a band of losers forced to watch a winner's parade. For them, the human cost of college sports as a revenue-generated caste system is painfully clear.